A former Justice Department official apparently involved in the former president's attempts to overturn the 2020 election results. This all comes as Trump's lawyers try to convince a federal appeals court to block the release of crucial documents related to the insurrection. The former president has also ordered his inner circle to not cooperate with Congress, but his former chief of staff appears to have missed that memo. Chris Van Cleve has the latest.
A showdown in the courtroom. Lawyers for the former president tried to stop the release of his call records and handwritten notes from January 6th. The judges sounded skeptical of the president's claim of executive privilege.
This all boils down to who decides. Why should the former president be the one to make that determination?
The Trump legal team suggested each document could be reviewed individually. The judges were not moved.
Please stop. Please stop.
What we have seen from the former occupant of the White House time and time again is a delay.
January 6th committee member California Congressman Pete Aguilar said the documents could shed light on new reports. Mr. Trump spent the hours before the Capitol attack working the phones, talking to advisors about ways to stop the certification of President Biden's election.
This was a key focus on the president's mind at the time, and he was working with his team in order to try to thwart the certification of those ballots.
Former Trump White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows agreed to cooperate with the committee after snubbing the panel for months.
No one in the West Wing had any knowledge that anything like what happened on January 6th was going to happen.
His change of heart comes after former Trump advisor Steve Bannon was charged with criminal contempt for refusing to cooperate. Another thing that may have factored into Meadows' decision, the committee is set to decide on Wednesday whether or not to seek a contempt charge against Jeffrey Clark. He is a former Trump-era DOJ official who has not been cooperating with the committee. The former president called the committee rigged. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Washington.
Veteran Atlanta City Councilman Andre Dickens has won the city's high-profile mayoral race. He defeated City Council President Felicia Moore in a runoff election by clinching about 62% of the vote last night. His campaign